we now live in a time where more money is being thrown at stuff, more risks are being taken, and I think you just have to look at, well, okay, in the last 24 hours, the second trailer for the Last of Us TV show has come out, and I have I know a lot about The Last of Us. I've never played it, but I see the trailer for the TV show, and I'm like, I can tell that talented people are working on this show. Care and attention has gone into it, and I do think there is a shift in attitude towards this stuff.
You said about it being a risk, risks need to be taken. And I think a positive sign that we're seeing more recently is that they are managed risks, where the companies involved with the IP itself are taking more of an involvement in it.
Which is so important,
that's the best thing to have come out of this announcement, is that they are working with the coalition on the film.
Yeah.
Because you only have to take a quick look at that recent Mario Bros. Movie trailer that came out. It's very clear Nintendo were involved and said, oh, by the way, make sure you put Mario Kart in it and Donkey Kong. And it's becoming, something that they're actually going to be. Yeah, exactly. Whereas the first Mario movie, they had basically no interaction with whatsoever. And the guys were getting drunk on set and all that kind of shit. So the fact that, they're allowing these things to be taken off their hands, but also staying involved to make sure it stays true to what it's supposed to represent, is the biggest reassurance for me that this might not be absolute garbage.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair. David, what's your sort of general thoughts on video game movies? Do you have any highs or lows or thoughts about it as how it relates to Gears?
Again, I generally agree with you guys. I was trying to think of good and bad ones earlier on. I don't actually even know what the general consensus is, but I thought the Uncharted movie was quite fun.
I haven't seen that.
No.
It didn't feel like I feel like it obviously didn't feel like they were sticking to the source material exactly. They had basically just thought, oh, Nathan Drake's a bit like a wacky Indiana Jones, and then they sort of made a movie around that. And I think that, for me, generally worked. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not an amazing movie, but as a sort of mindless, just a bit of a fun romp, it does do that. You touched on the Resident Evil movie. I fully agree with everything Alex says about it. I still find myself quite enjoying it.
Yeah,
I just think it just depends what am I coming to this movie from? Am I looking for it to win an Oscar? No. Am I looking for it to entertain me for a little while? Yes. I just really want to know what direction they're going to take this. This could be so much fun, but I just don't know how they're going to tie it together. And this is going to be my broken record for this entire episode. This is going to either be fantastic or it's going to be utterly awful. I don't see it being mediocre. I think
that's the worry I would have, is that just go fucking mental with it and make sure it's totally insane. Don't make it Assassin's Creed. Don't make it Hitman. Don't make it Prince of Persia. Like, actually go all in on being this crazy. I mean, it's called Gears of War, so it needs to have a war in it, which is going to cost some money. You can't have, although David pointed out that the haunted element of the power plant would be interesting. You can't really scale it back the way that you did that Welcome to Raccoon City, where you can just plop them in 3 rooms of a mansion and be like, it's the mansion, lads. This is going to have some war in it. So you're going to need a lot of stuff going on.